Hi again, everyone. Right, this one. Yes, this is a kind of response to Paul. It was Molifant who actually posted the video quite a while ago now. God, I got so many on there. But he was calling it what's your perfect pipe moment. And having watched the video, I don't think he actually meant one particular episode in the entire time you've been smoking that you can pick out. At least I don't think he meant that, and I can't do that. It's impossible, and I would hope that'd be the same for everybody. I could be wrong there. But what I just wanted to expand it to was situations which are the best. There have been so many pipe smoking moments. God, there would have to be, surely, otherwise we would stop smoking, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't always go well, as I've said before. Sometimes, even the most experienced smokers, you have bad days. It's not packing right, or you just don't feel in the mood, or you've had a cold and things don't taste great. But I think as far outweighs the times when there are really great moments, and so often they can be repeated, but or the situations, sometimes it's where you are. And again, it is going back to probably my second or third video when early days for me, and I probably had hardly any viewers, but I did ask this question: if you have situations where, and it could be a holiday, a place you love, it could be someone you're with, something that reminds you, a smell that reminds you of something in your past, or a combination of all those things. And it got me to thinking. I just wanted to dump some thoughts out here about my perfect pipe smoking moments, and they're quite varied, and so they should be. Again, I'm going to hark back briefly to the time when I first started smoking. I was getting to grips with smoking, and I'm not going to repeat this because you can go back to my early videos if you haven't been in already and you feel the inclination to do so. It's entirely up to you. Where I went over to Belgium with a friend. I'd only just taken up pipe smoking, and getting to grips with the intricacies of it, and it just went really well. I was in a great place, good company, weather was fantastic, and it all came together. And I'm still smoking 12 years later. So that's one out of the way I mentioned before, and I'm not going to dwell on that one. But there are many others, and for me particularly, if I was going to name common times where I thoroughly enjoy smoking, I look forward to taking a pipe, and it just makes me sound, it's just in an English pub. I think nowadays it's going to be the summertime, and I do generally go to the pub in the summer. I hardly go to pubs at all, really. It's generally to the pub, and it's with one of my my best friend, a guy called Mark, who lives pretty much out in the countryside. So we will always go to country pubs. He knows the area quite well. He lives in Cambridgeshire, and I particularly like the rural areas of Cambridgeshire. They seem to be more wooded. Some great little villages, some beautiful old pubs there. And it's late spring and summer when it's not too hot, and we sit out in a beer garden. We both like real ale, so we'll have a few proper beers. And I can just sit there, and it's quiet. It's not too crowded with people. It's not too noisy. Just having a lovely smoke either under a parasol, having a few owls, some lunch there, Sunday afternoon. It's relaxing and it's perfect. Before the smoking ban over in the UK, particularly with pubs, there were a number of occasions in the winter where we would do the same in an old country pub. So we might go down for Sunday lunch or Saturday evening if I was staying over with him, have a bite to eat, freezing cold outside, maybe snowing. I was staying with him. We were a kind of 5-minute walk away from a lovely pub, and we'd sit in front of an old log fire, and it's just a few owls, belly full of food, pub. He might be smoking one of his cigars, and again just sitting there relaxing, chewing the fat, talking over old times, having a laugh. Great moments, and those are ones that repeated, same as the ones in the summer. Other great moments. When I used to drive quite a bit, again in the summer, what springs to mind was when I was living up in Hertfordshire here, just outside London, and before I moved down there, I had a girlfriend who lived in Bristol, and she just moved down there. So I was commuting a lot, we'd take it in turns, and I had a lovely old Land Rover at the time. And I remember again in summers, quite early in the morning, hardly any traffic on the road, I would pack up a couple of pipes there. It was my car, I smoked in the car, fantastic. And just having a nice leisurely journey down there, smoking in the car. So where possible, I wasn't in a hurry, so I avoided the motorways, tried to take the scenic route down into the Cotswolds, Bristol, surrounding areas of Bristol, and they were great times. And it was, you keep the pipe going for as long as you good, because it's hardly keeps stopping to relight your pipe. So that was great. But again, and I don't mean this to sound corny, but it's absolutely true, I've also had some great times. I'd have to say before I became a YouTube pipe presenter as well, and as I say, for a long time I was just a YouTube voyeur. I used to watch a lot of videos and do nothing else until I plucked up the courage to actually get on here and make some. But I spent many a great evening, again, might be with a bottle of wine, just going through people's videos, and just the joy of making me realise why I'm enjoying the pipe here, and listening to people who are also enthusiastic about pipes, and that all comes together. But you know, there are lots of moments, and it could be just even sitting in front of a TV. Again, I'm lucky that I have my own place here, so I can smoke in any of the rooms here. So my living room, certainly my little study I have here, without having to go outside all the time. But you know, it could just be some nights again I've eaten, I'm watching my favourite DVD or a film on the TV or a series, and just enjoying a pipe. Excuse me, I'm going to light up, because I'm really enjoying this, Bucky. So for those of you who've seen Paul's video, Monophant, please respond to that, and I hope that I can just second that. I say it's not a direct response to that, because you know, I think it's one of those things, and you know, good for Paul. I would love to hear about your favourite pipe smoking moments. Again, whatever it is, I've gone through a few things there, and I'm sure you must have the same. So again, trying to keep this short, I just wanted to cover that, get that off my mind. Hope that was enjoyable. I'm going to have time. I just want to enjoy this smoke, have a little drink, and just do another one about the probably a little long one, because I've got quite a bit to say about that one. The video's about snuffs. You know, I'm just going through my collection of snuffs here, and when I first started doing them, I thought they were going to be really unpopular, but a lot of people seem to be watching them, and some favourable comments on them, so I'm going to carry on doing them until people tell me otherwise to stop. So I'll leave it there. I'll see you again very shortly. Just want to finish this one off, so it might be in a little while. I'll get these ones posted up in the meantime, and you know, nice to be back making a few videos, and hopefully later on I can start commenting back to those of you who've taken the time to contact me. Okay, see you shortly, folks. Bye.